let's look at how to make a closing information sheet. Let's choose our transaction. From here, we have to make sure that we add a checklist. And in this case, it's going to be a buyer. It's pretty similar for listing and buyer side. And you can add transaction coordinator name as required. You can use your own name. And it's not required to do it now, but you can add the acceptance and the closing date. From here, you will see the closing information sheet, but let's make sure there are other things correct in your file first. You have to make sure that you have the price, the address, the acceptance date, and the closing date. The next thing you'll want to do is add all of the users and contacts in the transaction. Your name, usually it'll only appear once. Your client's name, and the type is buyer. The seller, the selling agent or listing agent, and your title company. So as you edit your contact, you can put their email in and their phone. Put their phone number just in the one that is phone. You don't really need the mobile phone one. Let's say we're going to add the listing agent. We'll add Case and Barnhill because I know his information is in here. And his role is listing agent. We're going to need the seller. And that'll be John Doe. You won't know your other party's client information other than the name. And that's okay. So as you see, I don't have any of his information. Next, you'll need to add the title company. I'll use Sarah Beth from upstairs. And the role is escrow officer. The next thing you'll want to do is add in the finance commissions on either side if you know them, so they can be filled in on the closing information sheet. On this case, it's buying side, and I only know that. Make sure you add it in both places. All right, now that you have users and contacts in and the commissions and the rest of the information, we'll go to Use Forms, closing information sheet. Make sure all the parties are filled in. Click Next. And the closing information sheet is 90% filled out for you. Here's all the information. Now, if you want to add anything to any box, you double click on the box and add the information. So there are some things down here that we will need to add in off of the real estate contract. And this is how we put in professional fee. Typically that would say paid by buyer to VHHS. There's no survey, and this one is a letter of clearance. All right, and then if you have any additional notes, which I encourage you to add, you can double click and add them there. At this point, you can save and close. Now your form is in there, and when you click on it, you'll see that it's there, and you can email it or download it and email it.